Now I have created the sketch representing the arcs mentioned in the pipe contours of the given part on the plane taken at offset of 32 mm. Now I have created them in a single sketch, but while using it may happen that we may have to use them independently. The reason for making them in a single sketch initially is that here all the arcs are concentric to each other. So suppose if I have taken this particular arc, then to create this outer arc, for example, I have to maintain a concentric relation between the two. Then and then only these contours are getting properly constrained. Now, in order to make them independently, what we have to do here in SolidWorks, we have an option of convert entities. So after creating the sketch, let us go back again to the same plane on which I have created this initial sketch. Now suppose I want to extract this particular sketch as an independent sketch. In tools, we have to go to sketch tools and then convert entities. And in convert entities, we have to select the loops which we want to extract. So this has created a copied sketch from the master sketch, then OK. The same process we have to repeat for the other two contours also. So again I will select the same plane and go to sketch. Then again here I will select convert entities and then I will select these particular contours, then OK. And finally once more I have to select this plane and then here I will go to again convert entities and select the last set of arcs. So in this manner we have got 3 arcs created from a single sketch. Now let us say I hide the original sketch. Now next, in order to create the particular contour, we have to sweep a circle passing through these 3 particular contours. For that I will take a plane taking the reference of any arc and its endpoint. So here we have got a plane which is normal to this particular arc passing through this particular plane. Now I will create again a sketch. Now here I will just slightly rotate the sketch plane so that I can view the arc points easily. Now I will create simply a circle starting from the origin, and next I will align the endpoints of the circle with the other two arcs. So here I have used the control selection to select the circle and the end point of the arc to be used and applied coincident. So here we can see now we have a circle passing through the endpoints of the 3 arcs at once. Now here we have swept boss oblique base tool. Here we first have to select the circle. So here I will select this circle first, and then for the path I will select this particular arc. Now as we can see the output we have got. Now here let us say if I want that this contour should properly follow the outer paths also what I have created as the independent sketch, I can go to guide curves option and let us say if I select this particular arc curve. So now we can see that the sketch has adjusted up to the position of the two guide curves and the sketch has been fully created in a proper manner. So in this manner we have got the desired contour. Now next, according to the drawing, the total number of contours of this particular type are 4 at a distance of 76. So what I can do, just I will select the sweep feature which I need to copy, then go here to pattern command. So here we have insert features, linear pattern. So here we have to select a direction where we need to copy the features. So let us say I select this edge as a direction reference. Here I will give the input distance between the contours, so that is 76, and total number of copies are 4. I will reverse this and then OK. So in this manner I have got all the contours. Now finally we have to create the fillets between the face of the rectangular block and these particular contours. So here from the drawing, the radius of the fillet to be used here is 1 mm. So when we go to fillet tool and when I try to select this edge, we can see here that this edge is not getting selected complete but in different two halves. So here in such cases we may get an error due to discontinuity of the edges. For such cases, instead of using a constant size fillet, we can select a face fillet option, the best option to use. Now here we can select this face as one reference, and for second reference we can select this face. This will adjust the fillet along all the meeting edges between these two faces in a proper manner, and here we will give the input radius, so it is 1 mm. Enter and then OK. So here we have got the fillet. So we have to repeat this process for the other three features also. Face to fillets option is very good for creating the fillet between the intersection of edges of two faces which are either cylindrical, circular or irregular in shape. Mostly when we are dealing with let us say for example surface models where the contours are highly complex, we can take the help of face to face fillet. And one more option is there, variable radius fillet. It is also very useful in filleting the edges of complex parts. So now we have completed the fillets. Finally, we have to make this part hollow. So to do it, we have to provide it a shell. That is a thickness. It has been mentioned as 5 mm. So here we have the shell command. Here we will give the input as 5 mm. Note that the thickness is added by default inwards. Now here we have to select faces to remove. So these faces will be opened. So I will select them one by one and then OK. So in this manner we have completed the part Now let us change the display of the part and have a glimpse of how it looks like. So here I will go to display and then hidden lines visible. So here we can see that we have got the part as per the specifications mentioned in the drawing. So this completes the session of design of manifold part using SolidWorks. If you have any questions, any feedbacks or suggestions, you can type your response in the comment box. And if you find this video useful, please like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.